Real Madrid have pulled off the signing of Tchouameni from AS Monaco, and it is a done deal for the young Frenchman. Real Madrid are signing Tchouameni for 100 million euros from AS Monaco, the league side, which will see Tchouameni sign on a 6-year deal with Real Madrid Los Blancos. He will join up with French teammate, friend, and international midfield star and talent in Eduardo Camavinga as well, which will make for a very exciting partnership for the future and years to come. This deal is a huge move for Real Madrid to land this young star midfielder, which is truly a tremendous deal. But let's take a deep dive into some of Tchouameni's stats and discuss what he will bring to this club and as well as the future. Of course, Tchouameni is a young 22-year-old who is 6 foot tall and does operate from central defensive midfielder as well as central midfield. This year, he has scored more goals than would be expected, adding 3 goals and 2 assists with an XG of 2.3, having 35 appearances in Liga with 2,900 minutes, a consistent starter and regular player for AS Monaco, a top side in Liga, having 7 appearances in the Europa League with 585 minutes. He has been phenomenal this year for the French side, and as well does feature for his national team as well. Some of the outstanding stats you will get from Tchouameni, this is coming from FBref when he is compared to all midfielders in world football. He is a tremendous midfielder at making interceptions, aerial duels, tackles, passing the ball forward. And we're going to kick it off with interceptions. Per the 90, he gets 3.56 interceptions, which puts him in the 99th percentile among all midfielders. And that is truly brilliant. It shows his maturity and his class at such a young age. Being able to read the game so well at that young of an age is a brilliant attribute to have. Being able to see where the ball is going to go, see the pitch so well, and be able to predict and adapt to what his surroundings are. Another key attribute that he does possess is aerial duels, winning 2.46 aerial duels per 90, which puts him in the 87th percentile among all midfielders. Tackles as well is a bit less in percentile, but he does manage to get 2.92, which puts him in the 82nd percentile. But a huge stat for me that I find very intriguing is his progressive passes. As a central defensive midfielder and a center mid, you got to be able to move the ball forward and take it off the back line, which is a huge attribute for defensive midfielders, and which is massive what he can do as well, as he is able to move the ball very well and take it off the back line tremendously, as he completes 5.66 progressive passes per the 90, which puts him in the 87th percentile, as well as passes attempted is 63.21 in the 85th percentile. I know you may be saying that stats don't fully read a player's game, but if you watch Tchouameni and do see him on a regular basis or just see his highlight package, he does possess everything that those stats tell you. But according to FBref, he is compared to 2 players the most, which is Thiago Alcantara from Liverpool and William Carvalho. You may be saying, why is he compared to those 2 players? Because they're so different apart. But it's because he is a mold of those 2. William Carvalho is a bigger, stronger defensive midfielder who can boss the game, who is great in the air and can win tackles and interceptions. But as well, Thiago Alcantara is a player who's going to be able to dictate a game, play a pass, a beautiful pass, and sublimely control the ball. And Tchouameni is a player who is molded from a William Carvalho and Thiago Alcantara that makes Tchouameni. And of course, the third player he is compared to is Casemiro, the man he will be replacing in that Real Madrid lineup, which I will dive into just a second. But of course, Tchouameni did come from the Bordeaux Academy at a young age of 17, which then moved on to AS Monaco at the age of 19, and then consistently started for AS Monaco the past 2 seasons, has been a regular starter for them in their last 2 seasons, where they have finished 3rd in the past 2 years. He is a baller and a brilliant midfielder, but one huge thing he does give you is consistency. He is never injured and he is always regularly fit, which is a huge thing to get in a young player. And the fact that he does give you more than regularly a 7.5 or 7 match rating is huge. Consistency is a massive thing in football. His strengths, of course, we'll go over them once again here, guys, before I dive into the lineup. He is amazing at aerial duels, tackling, interceptions, and concentration, and his maturity is phenomenal at such a young age. Of course, the Real Madrid midfield situation right now is a very interesting one. Of course, they have the best midfield in world football, with the best midfielder, in my opinion, in Luka Modric, the 36-year-old Croatian, who has extended his contract for another year, but we all know he probably will move on next year after that deal is over. And the man to slot into that deal is going to be Eduardo Camavinga, who will take that position over. So they do have the perfect replacement in every position in the midfield right now, which is phenomenal. But they are going to seamlessly transition, as Toni Kroos is 32, going to be moving on very soon as well, of course, when this midfield slowly moves on. As you have Federico Valverde, the 23-year-old Uruguayan, who's going to seamlessly transition into Toni Kroos' position as well. And Casemiro, like I said, who is only 30 right now, as does have a couple more years in his belt. But Tchouameni is a perfect replacement for Casemiro, as he is compared to him quite heavily and does possess a lot of the attributes that Casemiro does as well. Of course, Real Madrid, with acquiring the likes of Tchouameni, now have the perfect three midfield to seamlessly transition into this Real Madrid side. Casemiro, Kroos, and Modric are all going to be moving on in the next year or two, which is going to be perfect for Real Madrid, as they have Eduardo Camavinga, Federico Valverde, and now Tchouameni, who are all going to seamlessly transition into this side. Dani Ceballos is there as well, who will be a great substitute as well. Who knows, he might move on next year or two. That is all up in the air. Isco will be moving on sometime this summer, as we all know, as his contract is running down and won't be re-signed. But Real Madrid have the perfect midfield for now, as well as the future. And this is the perfect setup. Florentino Perez has done a brilliant job as president and continues to do so this summer. Yes, 100 million euros for a young 22-year-old is a lot of money, and I know a lot of fans out there questioning, as they're hoping this won't be another Tchouameni Bakayoko situation, as he did go from AS Monaco with a lot of hype and left to Chelsea, but that has been loan FC, and Tchouameni is not the same player as a Bakayoko. He is a truly brilliant player, which for me, he is phenomenal and is going to be one of the best midfielders in world football for decades to come. As he is only 22, he has so much to give and so much to show. And this is a brilliant Real Madrid team. Of course, they probably won't make too many more big splashes, as 100 million euros is a lot of money to throw out there for one player, as they don't really have much more positions they need to fix. As of course, Antonio Rudiger has already come in at center back, and up front they don't have much need as well. But Real Madrid have done a brilliant job this summer and might continue to do so. We will keep tabs on Real Madrid. But guys, with Tchouameni signing for Real Madrid for 100 million euros from AS Monaco, let me know what you guys' thoughts are down below in the comments. Hit that like button, drop a sub down below, and I'll probably see you guys very soon later on this afternoon with a trending transfers review video, as we have Tchouameni to talk about a little bit more after Pablo Maffio, who has left Stuttgart onto his transfer to Mallorca, and a little bit more. Who knows what could happen from now to this afternoon. But let me know what you guys think down below. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and make sure to sub, and I'll see you guys from the next one. Peace!